Brandon Collins from the Media and Popcorn Podcast. My question is for both of you. What helps you get into the characters of the Henrys the most? Is it the amazing wardrobe, the writing of the scripts, the set, or all of the above?
Definitely for me, the clothes. It starts with our amazing wardrobe designed by Sage White. It really helps me feel, all of Pop. She's very meticulous about her clothing, and everything is custom made. So I like to start with outside and then work in.
And I would agree with that, especially for me, because the clothes were so different than anything I would wear personally, and they were custom made. Really meticulous and wonderfully designed by Sage. And it also connected us. It says something about people who dress alike. The time and effort that Snaps and Pop take to dress alike lets you know the connection that they have with each other. So that's a window into their way of thinking. But it also comes back down to the script itself. Good writing is always the barometer by which I judge whether or not we're going to be successful, and we have really good writing on the show. So between the clothes and the writing, and then also sharing with the other actors, to be working with Patina Miller and Makai Curtis and Joey Badass, they're great. They're really, really talented actors, and the way I judge actors is the fact that they create a world so strong that it does the work for you. They create it so strong that it induces the behavior. So that's how we get into the roles.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon.
Tamara J. for Noir Online. My question is for you both. I wanted to know what are some of the elements that you guys appreciate of these characters more than any other role that you've ever played?
For me, I've never played anyone as dangerous and as mean and manipulative, combined with being smart and shrewd. So I'm always the authoritative figure, the cop, CIA director, the lovable lover. And so this was the first time people saw another side of me, a harder side of me, and I appreciated that.
For me, I love playing a New Yorker. I thought that was fun. That's another layer. I love going into a store and somebody asking what part of New York I'm from. I'm like, okay, I've done my job. I also like playing a really strong part of a union. That really, I like the different layers with that as well. And I like the flirtatious side of Pop. I'm not that way in my normal life, so I think it's fun getting to play with her freedom and how confident she is with that.
Derek Dunn, Reviews and Done. Just a quick question for you both. What song would you say best describes both of your characters?
Well, I'm gonna go with Fire, Ohio Players. Yeah, Pop is hot in so many different ways. So I'm gonna go with that. I would take that as her theme music anywhere she goes. It's gonna be explosive. She's hot and burning with desire. So that's gonna be Pop's song.
I keep it's this Isaac Hayes song, and I don't get the title right. It's in the soundtrack of Superfly, and it's either Soul Man or Soul Tom. And it's a black man running free, laid back as can be. That's me. And that kind of reminds me of Snaps. He's his own man living in his own skin. So any song by Isaac Hayes, just the richness of his voice and the soulfulness, but it's Soul Man. From the Superfly soundtrack with Curtis Mayfield.
Hello, Dana Abercrombie from the Koalition. I am fascinated by the flirtatious nature that we see. We know that it can be disarming but it also can be many other things. Can you talk about that? And also for Wendell Pierce, what's going on when he sees that occurring? Because he doesn't say anything, but I do feel that there is an underlining, pardon me, a monologue that's going on every time that he sees her flirting with someone else.
Well, of course, this is not Pop's first rodeo. I think Pop has been controlling men since she was quite young. And I think that Snaps is in on it, and he knows that he has her heart. And I think this is her way of disarming men. It makes them very, very uncomfortable. Even men in the highest power can't resist Pop's charm. And I think that that's a weapon. And I really, really like to play with that. And Wendell is so giving. It's fun to bounce off of him because it really catches people by surprise. And I really like that about Pop.
For Snaps, it infuriates him. But he'll never say anything to Pop in public about it. He's always going to go home and in the privacy of their homes, check her, if he didn't like it. But at the moment, he is taking in how the man perceives it and how he reacts to it. If he flirts back, if he oversteps the line and steps to her, or if he tries to pull back, then I know something about him. And that's the way I'm going to deal with him from that point forward. So it informs me and informs what my relationship is going to be with the person she's flirting with, whether he's going to be friend or foe. And then I'll deal with her at home. So that's Snap's reaction to her flirtatiousness.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Hi, Tatiana here. Actually, from Queens, New York, South
Shout
Side,
out.
adjacent.
Hey,
Adjacent.
Hey, Tatiana.
So I too sometimes have to work with my partner in a professional setting. So I'm curious to learn about how much your personal relationship informs your relationship on screen.
Well, for me, it's like I get to work with my best friend every day. So it's great. We laugh, we have fun. And then there's also a comfortability and chemistry that I truly appreciate. But it's just like any other colleague, that you work with. We met at work as colleagues. And you're constantly bouncing off ideas, and you're wondering what you can bring to the scene, what our backstory is. And that works. But I think that would work whether we were a couple or not. It's just a lot more fun because we are, and he makes me laugh. But yeah, it's a good working relationship.
And what I like about it is the fact that because we know each other so well, we actually can kind of delve into the character's relationship a little bit more, ask for something. When we're working, we point out different beats in the scene that we think we haven't achieved, or new epiphanies that we have discovered in the scene. So we have a great working relationship, just as colleagues, as actors, and the familiarity that we have, personally, just helps that as colleagues. When you're doing an acting scene, you realize how what's at stake, maybe define another action that you want to try, or discover another intention to the scene, and how you're going to try to be there in the scene for each other. A lot of times actors see the drama of the scene as only the conflict, but also you have to realize there's a way of helping the other actor. And having a personal relationship really helps in developing that even more. So it just takes all the work to a higher level. And I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, and great job on this season.
Thank you, Tatiana.
Chris Johnson here, Caravision Broadcasting Network. Hello to you both.
Hello,
And
Chris.
just a quick question for you, for the both of you. The series, often explores themes of family, loyalty, and ambition. So how does Snaps and Pops contribute to these themes, and what unique perspectives do they bring?
But when it comes to family, nothing counts so much as family. And that's demonstrated on how they are always going to be there for each other, no matter what the condition, knowing that they're only as strong as they can be if they stick together. When it comes to ambition, it's clear. At a time in their life when they should actually step out of the game, they lean into it even more. And while it is narcissistic and it is greed, and some of the things that they should be avoiding, and that's their hubris, that's that tragic flaw for them to actually be so greedy and so narcissistic, and that's the thing that puts them at risk in this game. And then when it comes to betrayal or the lack thereof, we have a loyalty to each other and to no one else. We'll betray anyone else to make sure that we maintain our loyalty. So that's my perspective about it.
Yeah, I agree. I think we are one of the only characters that you see. I mean, first of all, we're a married couple. So that's a 2-family home. And we do not betray each other. And so that's something wonderful, I thought, in the writing, that it's him, it's me, you know, and you see us operating a business together, you know. Up until now, you've really only seen that with, you know, we have different groups in our show, and you don't see the African Americans represented running a business together, but you do see that with us. We own a business. So I like that representation as well. And the loyalty aspect, like Wendell said, is very important with our relationship and what we bring to it, because we are a family.
Ms. Woods, Mr. Pierce, thank you so much for your time. Continued success and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Johnson.
Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
Hi, Jill Monroe, KBLA Talk 1580. So this season, we see Pop and Snaps going deeper into their relationship with Kanan, and being in business with Kanan automatically puts them by default in business with Rock, and they have a long history with her. And Rock is in business with the Italians and other groups that you mentioned. How does that impact Pop and Snaps on this season?
Well, first of all, before I go there, Jill, I would like to give a shout out to KBLA 1580, because you are a sister station with my station in New Orleans, WBOK 1230 AM. So we really appreciate the partnership and that connection. That's in the real world. So I wanted to give a shout out to you and that. So now in this world.
Yeah, in this world. You know, I think it makes, I believe we're puppet masters, you know, and I think it makes Kanan now a pawn in our game, and now Raquel. He doesn't realize, I said her full government. They don't realize that Raquel. I don't think he realized by us bringing him in, you know, we're playing to the fact that he wants a mom and dad, you know, and we're playing that. And now we're like, okay, we got you, but now we got your mom. You know, it's that bigger fish. And so I think it's a manipulation tactic on our part, but it's also a real life lesson to Kanan. And I think you're going to see a lot of more scenarios like that with life lessons, and just can't trust everybody, and family first. And he didn't put his family first. We did. So I like that dynamic that you're going to see us play with a lot too.
And while there are all these different groups and families, nothing counts so much as family. But that's when it comes to us, we'll betray anybody else to protect this union. And so you will see to the extent at which Snaps and Pops will go to protect themselves at the expense of others.
Oh, I like it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.